Hi guys, this is Amish and I'm here to speak of my new non-fiction book, Immortal India. One of the issues that I discuss in there is about women's rights. When we're speaking of women's rights, there are many issues that jump out at us from the media, from social media. There was of course the horrific Delhi gang rape case. We knew of the recent Chandigarh case. Now what happens in specific cases, I don't think it'll be right to comment on because the police needs to investigate it and due process of law needs to be followed. And there is no doubt a case for reforms of our police and judicial system. One of the reasons that many criminals can get away with their crimes is because they know that they'll probably die before the court passes verdict beyond all appeals. So we really need to improve our police and judicial systems. But there is a societal issue around women's rights which we cannot ignore. You know, being patriotic to me also means that we love the things that deserve loving, but we question the things that need questioning. And as far as women's rights are concerned, there's a lot of improvements that our society has to make. And one of the biggest issues that women face is actually the right to live. Female feticide is actually the biggest crime happening in India. Figures are deeply disturbing and this is something that we really need to confront. And unfortunately, the way the debate has been framed in modern India, it almost sounds like those who fight for women's rights are in some ways being westernized, and it's portrayed that traditional Indian culture is patriarchal and anti-women. We don't need to approach it from this perspective, because fighting for women's rights does not mean that you're being westernized. In fact, you're being truly Indian, because there are enough examples in our ancient culture to support the case for all of us who want to fight for equality between men and women. For example, our oldest scripture in India is the Rig Veda. The Rig Veda carries hymns written by rishis. Rishis had the highest status in ancient India, even higher than kings. And the Rig Veda is hymns written by rishikas, women prophets, women messiahs. We had the equivalent of that. In so many of our stories, you find women warriors, women traders, you find women competing with men and being treated as equal in every way. We had women rulers. We had Rudrama Devi, who was a famous Kakadiya queen. She was a Shudra woman ruler, by the way. We had the Bhopal Begums. In fact, a line of women, the daughter would inherit from the mother, who ruled Bhopal and were social reformers. And of course, we know the famous Rani Lakshmi Bai and Razia Sultan. There are so many examples like this. And we need to bring those out and celebrate them and make this argument that by fighting for women's rights, we are not being Western. In fact, we are being truly Indian. It'll probably take a generation to change, but all of us, every single one of us who loves India, who wants India to achieve the heights that it's truly capable of achieving, needs to fight this good cause. In my mind, fighting for women's rights is among the most patriotic things you can do. And that's what I believe we all should do, all of us India lovers should do. That's a thought I want to leave with you. I've written more on this in my book, Immortal India. It's releasing on August 28th. I hope you guys like it.